Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you my Disney pin trading collection, and I've been asked about this a lot. First of all, for me to talk about pin trading, and also for you guys to see the pins that I have. And I did cover briefly in my Q&A video recently what pin trading is all about, but basically you can buy pins all over Disney World. They have them in stores everywhere. They have pins for almost everything: resorts, parks, events, all kinds of things. There's just so many available, and people sometimes buy them just to keep them, like I do, and other people actually trade their pins. I tend to just buy the ones I like, so I don't really do the trading side of things, but most people will have a lanyard with them, and some of the cast members have like kind of a little square thing that they have on their belt with their pins on it. And if you see a cast member, they do trade with everybody, and they do have to trade with you as long as you're not trying to trade a pin that they already have. So you can go up and just speak to them, see what pins they have. You don't have to trade if you don't want to. And also there are cast members who will have a green lanyard, and they only trade with children. They're just a little bit more experienced with children who might be more nervous about pin trading, so they're really good with the kids to get them into trading, because that's another thing. It's actually really fun for children to do, and I think it's a good souvenir as well, because they're a little bit cheaper than some of the other things you can buy collectible wise. You know, you can buy pins, I think they start from $8.95, I want to say, is the cheapest, and they're tiered by colour. So I think there's like 5 different price points usually, in most of the stores anyway. Some of the event pins might be a little bit more expensive, so it's a good place to start. It's a good souvenir that isn't going to cost absolutely loads like some other things do, and it's just a fun thing to do while you're going around the parks. And they also sometimes have pin trading at Disney Springs. They do have a pin store there as well, quite a big store in the marketplace area, and each of the parks tends to have like one store that has more pins than others, and then you'll just find them scattered around, so you can get them absolutely everywhere. You can also buy pins on eBay. You will notice if you look on there are a lot of Disney pins. Just be careful to make sure the ones you're buying are authentic. Sometimes there are sellers out there selling them for such a cheap price, and that probably should ring alarm bells if it's a lot cheaper than other ones. But it's a good place to start, because you can buy a job lot of pins if you want to get into pin trading and you don't want to pay individually for a load of pins to get started that you're just going to trade. You could buy some on eBay, take them with you, and then that can kind of get you going with your pin collection. But like I said, I tend to just collect them. I don't really trade them very often. I think I have done once or twice, but not usually. And sometimes you'll see in Future World at Epcot, and I think also at Disney Springs, they do have kind of pin trading events where people come with tons and tons of pins, and you can obviously then do lots of trading in one go. So that's kind of how it all works. I'm going to turn the camera around in a second to show you all of my pins. I will just say some of mine are missing, I've noticed when I came to look at them the other night. I think where we've moved, I've obviously put them to one side, so I do have a few more than what's actually in the case, so hopefully they will turn up at some point. But if I can remember which ones they are, I'll mention them as we go along. So this is the case that I keep all of my pins in. I bought this from the pin trading store at Disney Springs. I can't remember how much it was. I don't think it was cheap, but it does hold a lot of pins in here. I don't ever take them around in this because it's quite heavy and there are quite a few. I actually have a smaller one, which is maybe about this big, which you can take with you to the parks if you did want to trade them. And one other thing to mention, these do need to be reorganized. So sometimes I've got all of the ones that are relevant together, but then I run out of space and had to use somewhere else, so it doesn't quite flow. So sorry about that, but it takes ages to take all of these out and put them back in somewhere else. So I will just kind of talk you through it as we go. This first one has all of my date pins. So when I first started collecting pins, I started getting one with the year on it. So 2009 was my first one, and then it goes right the way through. And I do have, this only goes up to 2015. I've got a 2016, which is later on. Like I said, I ran out of space, and I do have 2017 and 2018. Those are some of the ones that are missing somewhere. I haven't lost them, but they're just kind of in my house somewhere that I can't find. So each year they basically have different designs and everything, and some years I've got 2 or even 3 where I've been 3 times, but I tend to just get 1 now because there's not really any point in having that many. And then I have ones from special events. So we've got Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party along here. This one was an annual pass holder exclusive, so I have 2 here from the same year, which is 2015, and then I have 2011 and 2009. Then we've got Food and Wine Festival, so I've got 2009, 2011, 2013, and I think I do have another one somewhere that again has gone astray. And then we have Flower and Garden, so 2015, and I do have some more recent ones of those which also are with the others. And then I've got two here which are celebration ones, so we've got 35 years and then the 40 years, because I was actually there for Magic Kingdom's 40th anniversary, so that was really cool. The other type of pin I collect are the resort pins, and this is mainly resort pins on this page, but there are a few others. So up here we've got the Contemporary Resort. It's actually Bay Lake that I've stayed at, but I couldn't find a Bay Lake one at the time, so I got the Contemporary. I only ever buy ones for the resorts I've stayed in. I've got two different Saratoga Springs because I have stayed there a lot. So this one I think was from 2011 and this one is more recent. And then I've got Animal Kingdom Lodge, the Boardwalk, Polynesian, Art of Animation, Pop Century, and somewhere I have Grand Floridian and Old Key West, but again those I think are with the others, but I do have them somewhere. Then I have a Disney Vacation Club one. I've got these really cute monorails, all the different colours, and then I've got this one here of Walt and Mickey, which is also really cute. So yeah, I always buy these whenever I go to a resort and stay there, so I'm hoping to collect them all one day. And these little monorails I bought all together as a job lot, and I bought those on eBay. This page has a bit of a random assortment of pins, so some of these are my absolute favourites and some of them are more just sort of random ones. A lot of people ask me which is my favourite pin or the most special, and it is definitely this one. So you guys will recognise the little orange bird. He recently has come back in the last few years, but he was originally an icon in the Magic Kingdom in Adventureland back in the 70s, and this little guy is actually from the 70s. You can't really see from here, but he's got the original style pin back. He doesn't actually have the more recent one because he is all the way from 1970. I got him from somebody online, and I did some extensive research and spoke to some pin trading experts just to make sure that he is definitely authentic, which we decided that he is. So he is super special. This is my second favourite. It's from the It's a Small World attraction, and this one actually has a little bubble on the front here, and those tiny little pieces that you can see in there are pieces of the actual attraction. So where they've done refurbs and they take things out, they've actually cut up tiny little pieces of something from the attraction and put it in this little bubble. So I love that one. They did have these for several different attractions, but they're quite a few years old now, and I was only able to get this one. But yeah, this one is also really special. And these are just some more random ones. I do love the Chippendale with a Dole Whip and Mickey in his poncho. I just think that one's really cute. I have Mr. Toad. He is one of my favourite characters, so he's a favourite. Obviously Lotso down here, Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head, they came as a set of two. And you guys know I love the Haunted Mansion. This pin is really cute. It's Chippendale in a doom buggy, and it just kind of slides along, and then you've got the hitchhiking ghosts in the background, so I love that one as well. Now we're getting into some of my older pins that I have. So when I first started collecting Disney pins, the first ones I got were the ones along the top. So I bought one to represent each of the parks. We got Magic Kingdom, Epcot, then we've got Safari Mickey for Animal Kingdom, and Mickey in his Fantasia outfit for Hollywood Studios. This one here of Mickey and Minnie is the first ever pin I bought. I remember getting that one, and that was the very first. And some of these are just more random. These are ones that I actually would be willing to trade if I ever did that, but I just don't ever seem to. This one here is an Orlando Magic one. You guys know we love the Orlando Magic. This is an official Disney pin, but it is Orlando Magic themed. I actually bought that from Amway Centre, so I love that one as well. On this page I have some of my newer pins that I've got, and this is sort of an overflow from the first page. So there's a 2016 pin there, and also 2016 Flower and Garden. So really those should be on the first page, but I ran out of space. And then I have Lumiere and Cogsworth. They came as a set of two, and this one is really nice. It's the partner statue, which is one of my favourite things in the Magic Kingdom, and then it's got Donald and Goofy. This one isn't actually an official trading pin. I did the Keys to the Kingdom tour in the Magic Kingdom, and they give you this little pin. Oops, I've just undone it there. So that one I just keep in here, even though it's not an official trading pin. These Mr. and Mrs. ones we got on our honeymoon, so they're kind of wedding themed. Pascal, obviously you guys know I absolutely love him, so he's another of my favourites. This one I've been wanting for ages, and I just bought it on our last trip. So this is the Disney balloon. It's got like the clear casing and the little string. I just think that's really cool. And this one at the bottom should also really be on the first page. This one is from the Epcot Moonlight Magic DVC event that we did. So this was kind of the exclusive pin for that one-off event. I do really like having the limited edition pins that you can only get at one event. I always think that's quite cool, and it's something that you probably won't be able to get again. And in the very back are a few pins that Ian has bought over the years. So there's the seagulls from Nemo, the Mine 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 seagulls. There's a Lotso one and 2 Mickey head ones. So those are just Ian's ones in the back there. And in the back of this pin trading bag, there's just this mesh pocket to put various different things. And in here, I've just got more kind of pin badges. So this was a first visit pin. This one is kind of cool. This is from the 40th anniversary of the Magic Kingdom. They were handing these out just to people who were there on the day. So we do have 2 of those. And then I also just have our lanyards in here, and this one's got like a little thing to put tickets or cash, I guess, or whatever you want in there as well. Those are just if we do ever want to do pin trading. So I hope you guys enjoyed taking a look at my pin collection. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and if you are not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button to make sure you don't miss any videos. I have a video every Wednesday and Saturday. Saturday will normally be a vlog, and Wednesday will be some kind of video like this, a resort tour, all kinds of different things. And if you'd like to see more from my channel, you can click here to watch this video, or here to watch this video, or, you know, watch them both. And then when you're done with these, you can look at the playlists and watch more, because there's hundreds. So yeah, just watch all the videos. Thanks for watching.